What's good? What's happening, man? We got SunnyV2 once again. Never retire in your 20s. It will end like Amanda Bynes. Man, if I could retire in my 20s, I'm chilling. No cap. Matter of fact, nah. That. When I retire my parents, then I'll retire. You gotta do it like that, gang. You gotta get your parents on point first, okay? That's just me, though.
When Amanda Bynes quit acting at the age of 24, her $6 million net worth implied that she'd have a low-stress, problem-free future. Instead, through addiction, mental hospitals, jail time, unfavorable articles, evictions, and the alienation of everybody close to her, she'd show that the universal dream of early retirement is actually a living hell. The announcement first came on the 22nd of June 2010, and just 6 months prior, Amanda was looking incredible. She was described as one of the funniest and most promising performers of her generation, often being cast as a kind, wholesome young adult, which seemed to reflect exactly who she was off camera. In a 2007 interview, it was highlighted that she'd almost never been in trouble.
You haven't been to jail?
No.
No jail?
Not yet.
Rehab?
No.
No rehab.
Not yet. Bro, not to say that that was like, that this right here was like the start of it, but like, bro, watch what you say. Watch where you speak into the world, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure she was joking, but it's like, it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Amanda Bynes, what kind of a starlet are you?
I know, what's wrong with me?
The reason for which being that she valued career longevity.
I just have my eye on the prize, which for me is a long career, and I don't want to blow what I've worked so hard to achieve.
Before the interview ended, she'd add that she wasn't attracted to any kind of partying.
I'm not interested in that. You know, the club scene and drinking doesn't appeal to me, so it's actually easier for me not to do it.
However, it seemed Amanda was telling a naughty little fib. Turns out she'd begun experimenting on the set of Hairspray 1 year prior, inspired by an article in a magazine that called Adderall the new skinny pill, and they were talking about how women were taking it to stay thin. I was like, well, I have to get my hands on that, before stating I started smoking marijuana when I was 16, even though everyone thought I was the good girl. Her usage was then exacerbated by the failure of her side business in 2009, after which she was losing high-profile movie roles for getting too cooked whilst on set. When I was doing Hall Pass, I remember being in
The way he said that, get into cooked well. The way he said that, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm so glad that that's not for me. You feel me? That smoking is not for me at all, bro. I'm glad. The drinking I'll do rarely. Like on rare occasions, I'll drink. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm glad, bro. I'm thankful, bro. Thank God. Because I can only imagine.
For movie roles for getting too cooked whilst on set. When I was doing Hall Pass, I remember being in the trailer and I used to chew the Adderall tablets because I thought they made me more high that way. It was the mixture of being so high that I couldn't remember my lines and not liking my appearance that prompted Bynes to pull out of the film. After removing herself from Hall Pass, Amanda starred in one final movie, Easy A, the premiere of which becoming the straw that broke the camel's back. Bynes recalls attending a screening of her last film, Easy A, and having a different reaction than everyone else to the movie. I literally couldn't stand my appearance in that movie and I didn't like my performance. I was absolutely convinced I needed to stop acting after seeing it. In a foggy state of mind, Amanda announced her retirement in 4 spontaneous tweets reading, "Being an actress isn't as fun as it may seem. If I don't love something anymore, I stop doing it. I don't love acting anymore, so I've stopped doing it. I know 24 is a young age to retire, but you heard it here first, I've hashtag retired."
That's crazy. And so, listen, sometimes this shit happens, okay? Sometimes you fall out of love with a passion you've been doing for a long time, or however long, and just like, you gotta move on to the next thing, you feel me? Hopefully, you move on to the next thing, and it's good, you know? But it happens, bruh.
Although with an unresolved substance problem and nothing else to do, Amanda's usage continued to escalate. "I just had no purpose in life. I'd been working my whole life and now I was doing nothing." She continues, "I had a lot of time on my hands and I would wake and bake and literally be stoned all day long." Around this time, Amanda said she started hanging out with a seedier crowd and I isolated a lot. "I got really into my drug usage and it became a really dark, sad world for me." It was with this seedier crowd that Amanda began to frequent nightclubs, eventually leaving leading to her first of many mugshots. She'd been arrested for sideswiping a police car, hit and run, and driving under the influence, which she'd attempt to solve not through the court system, but rather by tweeting at the president. "Hey Barack Obama, I don't drink. Please fire the cop who arrested me. I also don't hit and run at the end," although the post was met with silence. Despite the unfavorable press, Amanda continued to party in the public spotlight, even claiming in a People magazine interview that she was doing amazing while adding, "I'm not talking about being arrested for DUI because I don't drink, and I don't drink and drive. It is all false," although according to others around her, Amanda was completely delusional. People around Amanda are really concerned about her, a source tells People. She tells people she doesn't party or drink, she doesn't realize she has a problem, which is followed by some rock-solid evidence confirming
not owning up to the mistakes or not owning up to what you do. You know what I'm saying? That's the first start, bro. That's the first step of like shit potentially going downwards. You know what I'm saying? You gotta acknowledge what you do, right or wrong, especially wrong, and either change it and be better or just deal with consequences that come with it.
this. Just 2 days after claiming that she was doing amazing, Amanda was dropped by her agent, publicist, and lawyer with an article stating all three people are telling similar stories. Bynes was a dream client for years, but she became extremely difficult in the past 12 months, some say uncontrollable. All three members of the team made multiple efforts to help Amanda before she went radio silent. Eventually, the team decided to cut bait, acknowledging they can't help someone that doesn't want to be helped. Clearly fed up by her portrayal in the tabloids, Amanda found herself in physical altercations with the paparazzi, as well as in verbal altercations with other high-profile celebrities. For example, she'd make a tweet reading, "At Rihanna, you look so ugly trying to be white," who'd then respond by stating, "Yeah, see what happens when they cancel intervention?" Amanda then responded to this by stating, "At Rihanna, unlike your fugly face self, I don't do drugs. You need the intervention, dog. I met your ugly face in person, you aren't pretty, you know it."
You know, it's crazy too. She's calling another woman ugly, and she's not even comfortable in her own looks, bro. For however long. Let's assume it started on Easy A, right? No, he mentioned it before Easy A. She wasn't really feeling it, but then Easy A was kind of like the cherry on top for her. Who said like you're saying all this shit to somebody else, but you're not even comfortable in your own skin. You know what I'm saying?
In a different tweet, Amanda simply wrote, "At Miley Cyrus, you're ugly," who take the more mature approach by responding with, "I won't even entertain that thought. I was rooting for her comeback until she started attacking me," with Amanda's callouts being pretty clear projections, as she wasn't looking so great herself.
Exactly.
Not even 3 years after retiring, she'd post this video to her Twitter with the caption, "I'm sucking on a Sour Patch Kid listening to music getting ready for tonight," prompting concern from her now declining fan base. She is seriously such a pretty girl. It's so sad seeing her like this. Something is definitely not right. She needs some help and someone or a few people to sit her down and get her back on straight, although with no clear...
Even that won't help, bro. Listen, you can try to help somebody as much as they want, but if they don't want to help themselves, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. You're better off putting that time into somebody else that actually wants change, who wants to be better. All right? Just saying, bro. Unfortunate, you know, but like it just gets to a point where like you just give a lot of advice to this one person and they're doing the opposite or not even really taking your advice, and it's like now you're wasting your time. Now they're being disrespectful of your time, and it's like you just gotta step away, bro. You know, let the trash take out itself. I guess that's the best analogy I can think of. You know what I'm saying? Like just let the trash take itself out, bro. You know, like if it wants to go down the sewer some more in the trash barrels and the all of that shit, just let it happen, bro. You know, like you can't really control shit.
Desire to pursue anything meaningful, Amanda's situation had no hope of improving. In that very same month, Amanda Bynes was allegedly kicked out of a New York gymnastics class for showing up in an outfit comprised of fishnets, a wig, and a lingerie-like leotard. Of course, she denies it, stating, "I'm suing every blog saying I was kicked out of gymnastics. What is wrong with you people? What would you do if you found fake stories about you, making it difficult to ascertain what had actually happened?" The article came alongside a different video of Amanda dancing uncontrollably on a treadmill and another video of her doing a similar dance while walking around New York City without any shoes on. 3 weeks later, she'd give a rare interview with In Touch magazine stating, "I have no clue why people say I'm insane. Every time I've heard it, it came from an ugly person's mouth, so..."
in denial, and just all this is a reflection of her, bro. Ugly person's mouth. Like, everybody ugly to you, baby? Have you been in front of the mirror and told yourself that and accepted that and actually wanted to change that? Like, she's literally doing nothing for herself, bro. Saying and doing all this shit, bro. You know, it's so unfortunate.
So I don't care. Before she'd add, I don't drink, I'm allergic to alcohol. The star insists she doesn't smoke pot, which is followed by Amanda being evicted only 1 month later for smoking pot in the lobby of her building. As a result, she'd make her way over to the Ritz-Carlton Hotel, where she'd bring the receptionist to tears by telling the worker she was too ugly to check Bynes in. After a 9-day stay in the building, Amanda was kicked out for removing smoke detectors, which accompanied other photos of the messy state the room had been left in. In the process, Amanda racked up a $9,000 hotel bill, which likely contributed to the $1.4 million she'd reportedly spent in only a couple of months. Amanda apparently withdrew $100,000 from her bank on June 4 and a further $100,000 on July 2nd, showing that she was spending about $100,000 every 30 days. Contributing to this was one single taxi ride from New York to Los Angeles, which she used as an alternative.
A taxi ride from New York to LA is crazy, bro. Who the fuck would take that, bro? Bro, that's like a day or two of driving. Huh? I'm sorry. I mean, that's a lot of money, no shit, but like, what? Well, I would not take that fucking trip, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because then I have to drive back to New York. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Was one single taxi ride from New York to Los Angeles, which she used as an alternative to flying, given airports didn't accept Google as a form of identification. Once back in Los Angeles, she'd pour petrol on a random
Google. I'm famous. Just Google me. Head ass. You lost your ID? Like, what, bro?
accept Google as a form of identification. Once back in Los Angeles, she'd pour petrol on a random person's driveway before setting it on fire. In the process, she'd accidentally spill some of the petrol on her dog, prompting her to take it to a nearby convenience store for a wash, where she'd be kicked out by the owner for walking into the back without permission. The bizarre evening led to her first stint in a mental hospital, after which she'd attempt to fix her life by going to rehab, reconciling with her family, and rediscovering purpose by enrolling in fashion school. To signify her fresh new start, Amanda had some of her tattoos lasered, which accompanied a series of tweets implying that things were back to normal. That would be until 5 months later, when she was once again arrested for driving under the influence. That very same month, Amanda was kicked out of fashion school for showing up high and causing quite horrendous arguments. 4 weeks later, Amanda made another absolutely insane tweet, claiming that she'd been microchipped by her parents, before stating that she was now engaged to a 19-year-old who she'd met in a fishing shop. It was then reported that Amanda was seen heading into a West Hollywood tattoo parlor to have her fiance's face inked on her neck. Apparently, she was turned away for not having proper identification, and this might have been for the better given she was also recorded getting overly touchy with a random security guard at around the same time. However, it seemed this would also become a turning point, as the negative press completely vanished overnight. There weren't any new Amanda updates for well over a year, until this article was posted simply confirming that she was back in fashion school. With a new challenge and goal to work towards, Amanda was able to stay sober for 3 whole years, returning to the public spotlight with a brand new interview. She'd state that things were going well.
I've been going to school lately, fashion school, FITM.
While expressing painful guilt over her choice to quit acting.
I do miss acting, and I actually have something surprising to tell you. I'm going to start acting again. Yes!
This would come alongside a tell-all interview with Paper.
That's insane. Is it me or does she look like Miley Cyrus a little bit, bro? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I see Miley Cyrus right now. Good for her, bro. Hold on. Let's. We still got a minute left. Let's hope it ends in some good news.
magazine, in which she'd confirmed that she was now 4 years sober, with the article stating that she'd found a new pursuit to fill the hole that acting had left: fashion. So when she'd celebrate her fashion school graduation around 7 months later, it was also a point of concern. Amanda had overcome her challenge, achieved her goal, but was back to a state of idleness. Not even 6 months after graduating, Amanda had returned to rehab, where she'd post selfies of her new home job looking face tattoos, as well as meet her new boyfriend, who she'd get engaged to only 8 weeks later. Given the two met while in rehab, it seemed they helped each other stay sober, although after a rocky 3-year relationship, it eventually came to an end. In the days that followed their breakup, Amanda was recorded by a fan in this video.
Amanda, say what's up. What's up? We just walking the streets of Hollywood. I saw my girl walking, so I said I had to say what's up.
Which was posted to TikTok, where it received over 15 million views and comments such as, "Man, it breaks my heart to see how they destroyed Amanda Bynes. The sweetest girl ever. It took me so long to realize that this was Amanda Bynes. I'm so sad now. Girl, what? That's Amanda Bynes? My heart goes out to her. Hope she's getting well. However, the worst was still yet to come." On the very same day that the TikTok was posted, Amanda was found roaming the streets of Los Angeles naked, resulting in her return to a psychiatric facility. Just 2 months after this, a new article was published titled "Amanda Bynes is sad and isolated after being released from mental health facility as she has lost interest in her passions while living alone," which was followed by another psychiatric hold just 3 months after her previous one. More optimistically, however, it was shown in September 2023 that Amanda was making an effort to remove her face tattoos, which you could argue is at least a step in the right direction.
Oh man. Boy, this all sounded so fucking good. This part right here where she's going back to acting and getting into fashion. What the fuck, man? That's fuck, bro. That's so unfortunate, man. I hope she's doing good though. You know what I'm saying? Nobody deserves to go through life like she is, you know what I'm saying? Like dealing with shit and just negative stuff, bro. Just terrible things, you know what I'm saying? No one deserves that. My sister went to film with her. She never had a class with her, but he roommate did, and apparently Amanda was exactly how you think a train wreck celebrity would be. She was entitled, rude, and sometimes high. Everyone talked about her at school and nobody wanted to deal with her. She was not doing well, and everyone could tell. My father retired from the military at 25 due to breaking his back. It only turns out this way if you aren't family oriented. In my experience, focusing on raising a fam and continuing to work on things kept them busy. Ain't gonna lie, I'm too broke to retire right now. That's a fact. You know, I think the age of retirement now, it went up to like, we're gonna go to like 68 or 73, bro, and it used to be 60, 63, something like that. Like the average. The struggle of being a young actor, it can go downhill just like that. Man, that's so unfortunate, bro. I really hope she's doing good, bro. This last part, the tattoo removal, hopefully this is a start to something new and better, you feel me? But damn, bro, that's unfortunate, bro. Fuck. Listen, man, y'all do good out here. Y'all be aware of your surroundings. If you're going through something, please seek help. You know what I'm saying? Your life is worth living. All right? As much as some people think it's not the case. You're worth something. Your life is worth something. You know what I'm saying? Get help, bro, please. And do it for yourself. Do it for yourself. Because that's all you got at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you guys thought. That's my reaction. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe if you haven't. And I'm out.